Today is July 17, 2016, and we're in a social meeting and are about to look a little bit more at the Ellen White pamphlet called An Appeal to Our Churches in Behalf of Home Missionary Work. So let's ask our Heavenly Family to bless us. Heavenly Family, thank you so much for this pamphlet and for all the principles that we've been learning through it. Please help us now as we look at this next little section to understand what it is saying and to apply it to our own lives and to benefit as much as possible. Toda Eloheinu. We ask these things b'shem Samach, in the name of Branch. Amen. I know that it cut out a little bit there, but I paused, so hopefully it wasn't too much lost or anything. So I'll mention where we are in this pamphlet is on page 12 in a section called Set the Members to Work. And last week we just read the first paragraph within that. Okay, yeah, it just cut out again. So Heavenly Family, don't know what the deal is with that, but if there's anything we can do to make it last long enough for the meeting or for the rest of the meeting, please help us with it.
It's real easy to go to the pamphlets, too, with the Ellen White disc, because it says pamphlets over there on the side. Just double-click on that, and it takes you to pamphlet number 1, and you just scroll down wherever you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so pamphlet 7, page 12, section sets the members to work. And Ellen White there, she talks about giving members tasks and people being active. Throughout this whole pamphlet, she's really talking about the need for individual labor. She talks about people who have real ability but who are rusting from inaction. And she said to let someone devise means or ways whereby the talent of others may be utilized. If someone can't come up with ideas or whatever. So what we had as an idea or a way for people to go about and do something for the work is to just post things online. To just share posts and that sort of thing, post YouTube videos and also make YouTube videos. And, hey, people have been doing that. People have been posting more. A couple of people started making YouTube videos. Other people are thinking about it. I know Leroy got back onto Pal Talk and has been witnessing through that. And, these are all such excellent means of witnessing to people. So thank you, Heavenly Family, for drawing our attention to this through this Ellen White pamphlet, because it is making a difference. Let this all be an example to us of how learning the truth and just simply choosing to follow it can make a huge difference. And it's already starting, and we're just at the beginning of it.
I had a man come in the room today. I wasn't there. But he said, is there a scheduled time for your meeting? Invite me when you have it.
Hey, cool. Awesome. That's a good way to do it on Pal Talk, too, to have a scheduled time and, however often it would be, just have it there that, yep, this is the time, and then people know. And you can even set it up so that you have set times, and you might even be on there other times as well, but that you have the set times so that people know, hey, if I want to know more about this, I can go to this Pal Talk room. Okay, so this next paragraph, this is paragraph 2, on page 12 of pamphlet 7. This is what it says. The parable of the talents should be explained to all. The members of the churches should be made to understand that they are the light of the world. And according to their several ability, the Lord expects that his professed followers will enlighten and bless those around them. Those who have heard so much preaching ought certainly to know that if they undertake to work for the Lord, they will have divine aid.
Amen.
Amen. That is a promise. And you know, I think everyone on the call right now has been on many of our meetings now. So that's kind of, you know, it's the same thing that Ellen White's talking about here. You can know and you can claim the promise that if you go to work for our Heavenly Family, you will have divine aid. Amen to that. Toda Eloheinu. What a joy. So, any comments on that? Are you guys ready to work for our Heavenly Family?
Yep, we're doing it.
Amen.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. There is another paragraph within this little section. Did you guys want us to read that, or shall we save that for next week?
We could read it tonight if you like, since you now have connection.
Sure. Yeah, connection sure makes a difference. Yeah, I'll read it. I think it might help to finish up the thought in this section. Do not pass by the little things and look for a large work. Wow, we can have a whole study just on that sentence. Do not pass by the little things and look for a large work. The little things are so, so important. You might do successfully the small work, but fail utterly in attempting a large work and fall into discouragement. Take hold wherever you see that there is work to be done. Man, that is so awesome and so practical. Wherever you see there's work to be done, just take it and do it. You know, this is how, I mean, for a few years now, this is how Teresa and I have had to function. You know, there's always so much to do. And if we think about the vastness of the work, it just looks so impossible. So instead, we just have to focus on what our Heavenly Family has given us today. You know, what is the work that they've given me right now? Okay, I'll do that. And then once that's done, okay, well, what's the next thing? That's how we have to do it, and that's how we can put our talents to use. And, you know, the previous paragraph, Ellen White said to explain the meaning of the parable of the talents. And the main point that she's trying to get across there is how, hey, we have to put our talents to use, and if we do, we will increase them, and if we don't, we will lose them. That's it. So really, no matter what our talents are, no matter how much talent we have or how little talent we have, what's really the important thing is simply putting our talent to use. And, you know, in the world there's the expression, use it or lose it. Well, it's a true saying. You know, it's just the natural course of life. If we don't use something, we will end up losing it. You know, if we have an ability and we don't use it, hey, we will end up losing it. So we have to just grab whatever is in front of us to do. Whatever we know is the work of our Heavenly Family, do it. It's right here in front of us. Let's be faithful in the little things and do what's before us now, and that will pave the way for what we'll have tomorrow. Continuing on with Ellen White's statement now. Whether you are rich or poor, great or humble, God calls you into active service for Him. I love that. Whoever you are, rich or poor, great or small, God calls you into active service for Him. It will be by doing with your might what your hands find to do that you will develop talents and aptitude for the work. And it is by neglecting your daily opportunities that you become fruitless and withered. This is why there are so many fruitless trees in the garden of the Lord. Wow. By neglecting our daily opportunities, that's how we become fruitless. And, you know, the message from our Heavenly Family has been telling us we have been so fruitless. Oh, we've been neglecting our daily opportunities. So let us start to take a hold of our opportunities and do each day what our Heavenly Family gives us, no matter how simple, even as simple as copy and paste. Right. You know, it's really a simple thing. So, Toda Eloheinu. Does anyone have comments on this?
I have something to say. Toda Eloheinu.
Amen. Toda
practicing.
Amen.
Okay, well, let us thank our Heavenly Family, and we'll close off this meeting. I know we've been on for quite a while, and our phone is actually about to die here as well, so we'll have to close it off. Eloheinu, Heavenly Family, Toda Lakal wa Toda La'emet. Thank you for everything, and thank you for truth. Thank you for these wonderful principles and for stirring us up to activity. Please stir up more of the branch candidates, and please stir us up to do more as well. Thank you so much for giving us the privilege of participating with you in the work of the gospel. Help us not to take the blessing for granted. Toda, please guide us. Help us to do your will. And may your kingdom come. Toda. We ask these things and we thank you in the name of Branch. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Love you all. Lila Tov.
Good night. Love you too.